And we're live. Welcome, everybody. Or nobody. So let's see here. Looks like we're live there. Do we have sound? Looks like we have sound. Okay. Well, there we go. Don't have anyone in chat yet. Well, for those of you who watched my video, last video, epic fail. And it took me a while to figure it out, but finally figured it out, or at least I did something that seemed to. The bear does not like the polymer bearings. Thought I was being smart putting the polymer bearings on it, but just didn't like it. I replaced the bearings in the X carriage, went through the test, no problem. Then I went to test the Y, same fail. So I put the regular bearings in the Y, went through the test just fine. Got all the way through, and then what was the next thing that failed when I was testing? Oh, next thing I went through was went to test the bed. As soon as it tried to heat up, bang, it would reboot. And I forgot to do that one simple thing. Don't forget to switch your power supply over to. Oh, well. Hey, Brian Vines and One Raz. Welcome, welcome. I don't know how much you heard, but got a little farther on the bear. We got some things sorted out. Got the. Found that I hadn't switched from the 220 to the 110, so every time I tried to get it to heat the bed up, it freaked out. So finally got that fixed. Then let's see, what was the next thing that I had a problem with? Next thing was it wouldn't. After that, it wouldn't. Couldn't find its marks. Couldn't find its calibration points on the bed. And after it couldn't find the calibration point, after finding, listening to, what was it, Pete C. Pete C. told me when I was listening to FKB yesterday, told me what to look for. He also left a comment in the last video, different things. So thank you, Pete. Appreciate it. So, went past that, got past that, and we actually got all the way through the calibration tests. Score. So, let's see if it's going to work. Says it's okay. So we will go and print. Let's see. What do we print? What should we print? Well, let's see. I think that what Chris Riley would say is he would say, let's print a Benchy. So what do you guys think? Think we should print a Benchy now? Okay, well, here we go. Nothing blew up. No magic blue smoke. Don't break, don't break. That's right, Brian. Don't break, don't break. Well, everything seems to be working good so far. Yeah, I think you're right there, Brian. What do you say we print a Benchy? Let me pop this chat out so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Oh, I forgot the other thing that I had. For some reason, and I don't know why, I had to turn off crash detection. It went through the first layer calibration just fine, didn't have any problems. And as soon as I went to print something, it just freaked out. Went straight into, said it was crash detection. Then it wouldn't home back. Oh, what else? And it just, I don't know what it was doing. So I turned off the crash detection, and we'll see if that's going to let it continue on from there. But like I said, Brian, if you missed the first part of the video, the first problem that I was having, I think, was as a result of these polymer bearings. I had these polymer bearings. I thought I was being smart, and apparently that was causing so much drag on it that it was giving bad readings on the calibrate. So whoop, we got movement. So I changed out the polymer bearings. The regular bearings on the x-axis. It went through the test just fine. After it got through that test, then it had the same fail on the y. So I changed out the polymer bearings on the y. Went right through it, it tested just fine. So, well, yeah, there we go. We got the filament out of there. Oh, there we go. This is what it was doing. Yeah. No, we won't resume that. We've got enough of that. So, oh, apparently it's still got a problem there with crash detection. So let's see. Let's try this. Let's go in here. Turn off crash detection. Go main. Try it again. Yep, I've gone back to the regular bearings, and yeah, the regular linear ball bearings. Well, these polymer bearings are not supposed to need oil. They're just supposed to be low friction. So, oh hey Tom, welcome. Just ate dinner. Yeah, well, it's a little early for my dinner yet. Let's see. Let's try this again. What do they say? Third time's a charm. See, once it hits that crash detection, for some reason, it's just not. It can't find home after that. So that's a problem that I'm going to have to figure out. Either that or just not worry about crash detection. Of course, I don't think I really need crash detection. I don't have a whole lot happening around my printers. Oh, I'll have to look at that review. See, there we go. We are printing. Two millimeter blobs don't fit too well. Yep, you're right. You're right. That's right, Brian. If it don't fit, must have quit. Oh, let's see here. I need to move this camera a little bit for you. There we go. Well, you can't see much there, can you? Oh. Let's see what we got here. We'll call that the Benchy cam. So, this see my latest shirt here. Oh, let's see, it's blown out, isn't it? Let's see here. See, Tom, here's the yellow. Let's see if we can change the lighting a bit. There, that's better. And if you guys want one of these stylish, well-designed, exclusive t-shirts, there's a link below in the description. And you can get one of your very own t-shirts designed by our one and only 3D print Llama. And no, I don't get a kickback. I'm not affiliated. I just need some links to put in down in the description. I figure Tom's link's as good as any. We'll help Tom sell a few t-shirts. I'm waiting on some more of those orange ones. Yeah, I like the yellow one. It's pretty good. I like the purples. But I like those orange ones a lot more than I thought I would. So I've ordered some more of those, Tom. So we're printing. Can you guys hear that delta over there printing? Is that coming through on the audio? Okay. Somebody left me a comment that on one of my videos that they heard thrashing going on in the background. I think what they were hearing was the fire starter over there. I think it was printing in the background. And of course, we know how the A-nuts like to make their noise. Well, I'm 45ing the Benchy. Makes the printer work harder for it. Iron Joe, I didn't see you come in. Greetings, welcome. But it's working. So what's everybody else doing tonight? I know Tom just got done eating dinner. What'd you have for dinner tonight, Tom? Nothing good for you, I hope. Oh, should I be covering this up so you guys can't see what I'm drinking? Corn on the cob and a burger. Now I'm jealous. I had a bologna sandwich. Ooh, 13 hours left on a MMU print. So does anybody have any suggestions as to why it's going into a crash detection whenever it starts a print? I'm open for suggestions. Because it went through the layer calibration and didn't have a problem. Sean is leaving IC3D. It's not saying, Joe, whether it's on the X or the Y. It's just it lays down the purge line, it goes over to the center of the bed, and goes down to start to print. It'll print just a little bit, and then it goes into crash detection and freaks out. Then it can't find home after that. Okay, I'll take a look at that, see if I can figure it out. Of course, I reset it since it did it, so it's probably not going to remember it. But I will investigate that later. The X and the Y are moving smooth now that I changed the polymer bearings off and put the regular ball bearings on it, and it's running nice and smooth now. Of course, it was running smooth before. It's just something about it didn't like those polymer bearings. The version of firmware that I'm running is the latest Prusa firmware, because I reflashed it. That was one of my troubleshooting was I reflashed the updated firmware, make sure I had the cleanest firmware I could get on it. Well, okay. Yeah, these polymer bearings, they worked on everything else I put them on. It's just, this didn't like it. I don't know. Well, no, I take that back. I have the Woody over there, whenever I put the polymer bearings on it, that's when it started having all of its problems. So maybe these polymer bearings aren't all they cracked up to be. But I did leave the polymer bearings in the Z, on the Z rods. So it's still got the polymer bearings. So I only got the ball bearings on the Y rods and the X rods. Well, I guess what we'll do, I need to start thinking about my next project. Not sure which project to start next. I think what I want to do for the next project is I'll be taking all of the parts off the Woody and putting them on a 2020 extrusion frame. Yep, and that's, well, see, I wasn't getting crash problems with, until it got past, because it wouldn't let me get past the calibration with those polymer bearings. Once I put the regular ball bearings, linear bearings on, it got past the calibration. So, it's a mystery. Yeah, two plaques, huh? Cowboys and the Rams. Now, did you print those in multicolor? Oh, nothing like, quick turnaround. At least she gave you a whole what, 8-10 hours of notice. By coming home and telling you they got a science project that they got to have done tomorrow morning for show and tell in class. Had that happen. Oh, and of course, I wanted to let you know something, Tom. This won't work for the stiffener. This is from a fiber optic cable. It is so stiff that the stepper skips on this. So it's probably stiffer than the ones you've got. Oh. So this is what I ended up using. Still pretty stiff, but the problem I have with it is it's a little too thick, so in order to get it to work in there, I had to shave it down a little bit. Oh no, no hairspray on the rods. Not these rods. The only thing I use hairspray on is the Delta and the A-net. And these rods were brand new. I put these on brand new. This here is a filament refill for a weed eater or weed trimmer. Let's see here. Get this out of the way. Did I get that on the camera? See? Line trimmer. Heavy duty commercial grade. 3.9 millimeter. And it seems to be working fine. But like I said, I had to, that hole that's in the back of the X carriage where that inserts into is too small for it. So I had to trim this down a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, and it works good just fine. What do you got here? Let's see. There we go, Tom. Let's go and take a look at that. Let's see here. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Scroll down. Okay. That's what you took that stiffener out of, Tom? Well, like I said, one Raz, to me, it didn't seem like it was dragging. It seemed like it was just smooth as could be. But the bear thought otherwise. And being as it wasn't going to let me go any farther past it, then I had to relent and put the old ones back on. Oh, okay, you used the whole thing? Okay. So it looks like it's doing pretty good on this Benchy. Who's getting a Benchy tattoo? Chris Riley's going to get a Benchy tattoo? Maybe I were to get a T-shirt with a Benchy on the shoulder. How's that? That's close to being a tattoo, wouldn't it be? I think that's more than a bucket challenge. I think that's a dare. I think that kind of goes all the way back to the ancient dare. Okay, what else are you trying to put in here? Well, it looks like this is going to work without crash detection. Just hopefully it doesn't crash. So now I'm going to have to figure out. It's actually going to live down there. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do a spool holder. So I can't put one on top. So I have to. I could always hang it from the ceiling like Chris Riley does. And we are printing the deck. Wow, says we have 6 whole people watching. Well, have a good one, Brian. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate everybody wants to spend a little bit of time with me at all. Oh. Let's see my latest print here. Let's see here. There we go. And it is a puzzle. See if I can get it to open. There we go. See? Oh. It's got little ball bearings in here that I put in here that lock it shut. Oh, you're working on hour 17, huh? Yeah, maybe you better go lay down. I'll probably cut out of here in a little bit, depending on how long everybody else hangs around. Let's see, we're still showing 5, so I'll stick around as long as you guys do. See if we can figure out what to talk about. Have a good one, Tom. We're gonna have to figure out some regular stream times so we can do some hangouts. Yes, it does. It sure does. Looks good so far. It laid it down smooth. And I've had a few people ask me why I built this bear. I've got the 2 Pruses. Some have asked me why didn't I just upgrade the Pruses. And as far as I'm concerned, the Pruses work great as they are. I don't see any way to improve them. So I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Biggest reason why I wanted to do these bear projects is simply enough I wanted to see if I could do it. I didn't change the LED on the bed. Actually, that is a clone bed. That's not a true Mark 52 bed. It is a clone bed, and that's just the LED that came on it. So, in fact, everything on this is a clone except for, let's see, the Pentaprobe. The Pentaprobe is true Prusa Pentaprobe. I got that as a Pentaprobe. And the Einzi board. The Einzi board is an Einzi board. It's a refurb that I got from Ultimaker. So, but other than that, everything else is a clone. Oh, and of course, the flexible bed sheet, I took off one of my Prusas for testing. Because the spring steel sheet that came with it is just spring steel with a PIE sticker that I got to put on it. I haven't decided if I'm even going to use it yet. But I'll tell you, that green LED, when it's getting the wrong voltage, it's not green. It flashes white. It's like I thought the thing is shorted out whenever it did it the first time. Well, let's see here. What else we got here? Let's see here. Come on. Where are we at? Where are we at? No, that's not what I want. That doesn't seem to be. Well, let's see. What else can we get into here? Okay. Well, greetings, Mr. Chris Riley. No, that is the bear. Finally got the bear printing a Benchy. after all the errors and all of the calibration issues, and I finally got it working. Thanks to Pete C from yesterday's stream, got me past the last hurdle. Where it was, he told me on the chat from FKB yesterday, told me what to look for, why it wasn't able to find the bed, and got us fixed right up. So now I gotta start on my next project. Now that I've got this one done, I think what I'm gonna do is put the Woody on a 2020 extrusion frame. Once I get the boards back. So what are you doing tonight, Mr. Riley? When you got time, Chris, to look at the first part of this video, there was another problem that I had with it, and I don't understand what it did. It went through the mesh bed leveling just fine. Went out to the center to start the print. Printed about an inch of filament, and then said it detected a crash, and then it just freaked out. So when you got time to look at the first part of the video, see if maybe you can give me some ideas of what's causing that. I turned off the crash detection, and that's how the Benchy got to working. That's how we got it going. So right now it's running with no crash detection. Not that I think it's something that I really need, but oh, okay, good. I see that you sent those boards back today. Cool. I'm going to send you a care package. I think I got something that you might be able to find useful. I'll send it out to you. Hopefully this week I'll get it out to you, because it's been kind of so. I'm glad you told me about that setting in there, because I ran into the same problem with the Delta. I couldn't get it to extrude. The extruder driver wouldn't run again, and then I thought, Chris Riley told me what causes that. Yeah, whenever you get a chance to look at it, maybe you can give me some suggestions on, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, because it did the live Z calibration, did not have a problem, went all the way through the live Z calibration and didn't miss a lick. It wasn't until after it started printing from the SD card, it just did crash detection and freaked out. I had to completely shut the printer off, because it couldn't even find home after that. So I had to shut the printer off, move the X back over to the home position, and then turn the printer back on. And it seems to be working just swimmingly well now. Let's see. I think the belt tensioning number. Let's go back to that. See what it is here. Let's see here. Belt status. The X is at 126 and the Y is at 92. How'd you kill my chat? You didn't kill my chat. Yeah, I know it's reading tight, but it doesn't seem to loosen up. Even yesterday when I was doing testing on it, I had it to where you could actually move it side to side and it was still showing 120, 128. What should those numbers be, Joe? Okay. I'll loosen them up. We'll see if that takes care of that crash detection. Maybe that's what's causing that. But of course, we're going to have to wait until the first official Benchy is done. Oh, let's see here. Okay. I'll loosen them up a little bit and see if that fixes the problem. Should I run it through a full calibration after I loosen those belts up? Okay, yep, I'll do that. After I get all the bugs worked out of this, and whenever I do my second bear project, maybe I won't have so many headaches on it. Now you redesigned the parts on yours, huh? Well, there he is. Better late than never there, Pete. I took your suggestion. It actually had finally found the spot on the bed. So I got that problem solved. And I solved that problem thanks to you, Pete C. Because it was your suggestion yesterday that led me to this, to get it working. So thank you very much. Yep, that's what it was. Because after you told me that, I actually watched where it was getting, and it was getting almost to that mark on the bed, but not quite to it. So just made a few adjustments, and it found it. I think I'm still going to have to do some more adjusting because if you notice, it's not printing that Benchy right in the center of the bed. It's kind of off just a little bit, so I think I've still got to move the rails over a little bit more to get it where it's on a good true center. So means is I'm going to have to loosen those belts up anyway. I think that's a good time to ease it over a little bit more. That, and I didn't have enough gummy bears. That was part of the problem. I didn't I didn't take the recommended number of gummy bears during the build, so. Well, it looks like it's Benchy worthy. Yeah. That's something I never thought of, because whenever I built my Prusa's, didn't have to worry about that. It was just automatically there. But with these extrusion frames, there's a little more variance in it. Even though I measured them rods out exactly as the build instructions on the Bear upgrade said. So don't believe everything you read on the Bear upgrade. Well, and see, I got the sour Hariboros, so I got the upgraded. I got the upgrade Bear upgrade, and I've got the upgraded Bears. Yeah, they are awesome. Like I said. Need to find some. I was going to put a Zarabor Enzy box on this. So, but I just didn't like the way it was sitting on the frame, so I went back to the Enzy, the regular box. So, Chris, did you have you gotten your T-shirts yet that you ordered, or are you still waiting on them to show up? Yeah, there you go. I told Tom that whenever Chris Riley wears those T-shirts, it'll go viral, and Teesprings won't be able to keep them in stock. So for those of you that missed it, there is a link in the description below if you want to buy one of these original 3D print Llama designed T-shirts with the perfect 3D print office. There's a link down below. That's how you find them. Oh yeah, you'll sell more than one or two. Yeah, somebody said that it looked like an egg yolk. I'm still kind of partial to the orange one. I like that orange one. I never thought I'd like it as much as I did, so I only ordered one to begin with, but I ordered a few more. Well, guys, it looks like this Benchy is going to print out just fine here. Appreciate all of the help you guys have given me, but I've got a long day tomorrow, and so I probably need to go ahead and end this stream. So I appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you, everybody, for your help. Your suggestions and your comments are appreciated. If you have any further comments or suggestions, please leave the comments below. Appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. And like I tell everybody, don't know if I'm doing it right, which obviously sometimes I don't, but I just know I'm doing what works. So you guys have a good night. And I hope to see you again on the next stream. And I'm going to try and keep it kind of regular. So also, if you guys have got any suggestions of what projects I should do next, Bear, Woody, or something entirely different, just let me know in the comments below. So you guys have a good night, and treat each other right. And we'll see you later.